Hi Noon, it is Breanne, and this is the second in a video series that I'm doing on sleep training, where I went to the library and I read like every sleep book known to man, I swear, and I'm going to review them for you because I know that you don't probably have a lot of time when you have an infant to read all the books. And so this is just a real quick, my own opinion on how I used the book and what I thought of the book. This one is called 12 Hours of Sleep by 12 Weeks Old, a step-by-step plan for baby success by Suzy Giordano. I believe that's how you say her name. I was loaned this book by someone who followed this and it worked for them, and I saw that happen and I was very interested because I thought, that's awesome. So I read the book and honestly it didn't work at all for us. So that's just kind of how it goes. I'll just tell you the philosophy behind this book and things that I did take away from it and things that I thought were not helpful at all. Basically, this woman has some criteria that you have to do before you get to do your sleep training. And those things are your baby has to be at least 9 pounds and they have to be able to eat 24 ounces in a 24-hour period. And I believe they need to be at least 4 or 6 weeks old to start it. And then by the time you get to your 12 weeks, then your baby's going to be sleeping through the night. Like I said, I know a baby who did this and it did work. One reason is our baby is 15 weeks and only eats, she's just now in the last like couple of days getting to 20 ounces. So she's not even technically able to use this book, and if you're supposed to start at around 8 weeks, we're not even close and we're at 15 weeks. So right there, I guess I'm not even like really eligible to say it doesn't work. But here's something that I did take away from the book. One of the things that she says is to log your baby's sleeping and eating and all of that. And we have done that. But one of the things I like about it is that you kind of just knowing it somehow gives you some kind of like sense of control. Like, not that we do really much with that, but that we do have that and we do write it down every time. The philosophy behind this book was a little bit cold in my opinion. And she really takes the stance of you're the parent and the baby came into your family and you should not accommodate them, that they should learn how to adapt to the life that's already happening. The last review I did was a book by Dr. Harvey Karp, and he's the absolute opposite philosophy, that of course your life is going to be changed and altered. You have a newborn, which is kind of like where I am. So she takes the philosophy that you're the parent and that you're to train your child to sleep, and you're to take control, and that kind of looking at your baby's cues are kind of like bad habits. And so you really need to stay in control and not let your baby have the control. For example, at night when you put your baby to bed, if they haven't reached the time that they're supposed to eat, then you don't pick them up, and you can go in there after about 3 to 5 minutes of them crying, and then you can like say things like, I know it's hard to be a baby, shh, you know, things like that. And when I read that, I was just like, I was kind of horrified actually. Like, really? Like, it just doesn't go with my gut as a mom. Like, so the language within the book is, I'll just read it to you. You make your own decision. She says, this is like a little highlighted part, give into your heart, just not 24/7. During training and beyond, I always tell my clients that this is a special time with your babies, will not come back. I advise them to give into their hearts from time to time, just not 24/7. It is okay to have a slice of cake. One slice will not make you grow fat. Baby cuddle time is the same. Do it, do not overdo it. That is crazy to me. You use these toolboxes, a daytime toolbox and a nighttime toolbox, to basically extend the time. Her theory is that like if you put in the hard work early, you're gonna make these habits and you're gonna train your baby, and in the long run you're gonna be better off. So maybe I'm just lazy, but it just felt strange to me. She's overly obsessed, I feel like, with bad habits. Like anything you do, like if you put your baby in a bouncy chair and it's like vibrating, then your baby's gonna come to expect that. Or if you go and tend to your baby right away, they're just gonna expect that and you're gonna spoil them. The best time to cuddle and love your baby is when he is quiet and cooperative, not when he is crying. Otherwise, you are rewarding negative behavior. I really don't think that you can spoil a baby by holding them. They're babies. So I didn't love that. Another thing about this book that some of you might find difficult is it's really not set up for breastfeeding moms. It is really geared towards bottle-fed babies. She does mention a little bit about breastfeeding, like where you would cut down on times rather than ounces, but it's definitely geared towards bottle feeding. The title was very intriguing. I have seen it work. That baby is very happy and does sleep and eat very well. But inside, her philosophy is not aligned with mine at all.